Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're fine. I am fine, thank you. And I am just taking one day at a time. Just bear with me 1 second. Oh, for God's sake, we are trying to be on YouTube as well. It seems YouTube is the one that is always going to give us like a problem, but we're going to get there. I have this stand here, and this is YouTube. Keeps on telling me to change, to rotate my device. So I'm actually rotating the device, but 1 second. I want it horizontal. So okay, I'm going to leave it like this, and if it's going to come back, well and good. If it doesn't come back, we're still going to continue, because at the end of the day, we just have to continue with life, yeah, no matter what life is. I hope you had a lovely weekend, by the way, and you are approaching the rest of the week with some ease and some classiness. I'm going to sort that the YouTube out later. Unfortunately, there's nothing much I can do, and we have to move on because it's taken so much of my time to just I've put this lipstick for the first time. It's really that is taking so much of my time, and we need to actually get on so that we can be able to have this live, yeah. So we're going to sort YouTube when we can, or we can move this video on Facebook and put it there. How are you doing today? Are you okay? Are you really okay? So anyway, I'm fine, thank you. And we are back again. Remember, we say that we are continuing our October taking control of our life. That is what we are trying to do this October. Taking control of your life. I hope we are going to be able to do that one day at a time. That said, for those people who are around Warwickshire, tomorrow we are doing the first Tenner Tuesday. So Tenner Tuesday, we are just trying to bring in a new thing where we are ordering. You can order a meal for £10. So you get a meal and you get a drink, yeah? I am going to try and come back here later again, but in Scotch Kitchen, and I can let you know more details about it and how you can be able to order it, because the latest order we are taking is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Remember, we do everything fresh. Back to our sorting out our life. So I'm going to set up a timer. Oh, my thing is going to go off. I'm going to set up my timer and then we can get on with it, yeah? Remember, I said we are always going to be here, but I didn't specify the time because I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm rushing. I don't like to rush. I like taking my time. And that's why I said I'm going to be here when I'm going to be here. I'm here now, and here we go. We start our 40 minutes now. And the topic today, I've been going through our blue book, and I've been going through our blue book, and I want to go ahead and continue with the habit. Remember, the Atomic Habit is the book that we are reading this month, and I'm just getting bits and bobs of the habits from what I've read and what I've learned, and that's why I'm here to share with you. For those people who are joining, welcome, and welcome to taking control of your life. We do this now. We're not cooking, for those people who are thinking we're cooking. So I'll go ahead and start. So I've opened the next page. So we have a few things to go through. I'm going to see how much we can do within our 40 minutes. So the first one, if you cannot surrender, take action immediately. Speak up or do something to bring about change in the situation or remove yourself from it. Take responsibility for your life. I'm going to just expound that a little bit. Many of us go through life every day. Things happen to us every day. Good things happen, bad things happen. Yeah, I wouldn't say really bad. I will just put that as an experience that it actually happens in our life. How we deal with that really matters. And another thing is, we are so good at finding problems in our life. We are so good at finding issues in our life to an extent where it actually frustrates many of us in a way that we stop living, because we are trying so much. We are trying our level best to make our life even harder by trying to concentrate on things that don't really matter, things that cannot really help us in any form, way, or shape. Yeah. So if you've decided that you're going to find a problem in your life, yeah, so we've decided we found a problem in our life, and this problem is something that is affecting our daily bread. It's affecting our life. Basically, when you wake up, that's all you think about. When you're going to bed, that's the whole day, that's all you're thinking about. So you have two options in this. Yeah. One, you've already surrendered. That's why that's the only thing that you can think about, you can hear each and every time. That means you've already surrendered. There's nothing much you can do about it. Yeah. Though there is something you can do about it. Sorry. Yeah. We're going to either take action immediately, or we're going to leave it alone. There are only two options. You found the problem. It is really bothering you in your life. You find that you're struggling to do other things because of this one issue. So you have two options. One, you can either take action immediately, or you're going to leave it alone. The main reason why I'm talking about leaving it alone is because if you can't do anything about it, stop lingering there, because the more you hold on to that, that means your other things are not happening. You cannot live your life because you're holding on to something that you can't do anything about. You don't know what to do about it. But now let's talk about when you decide to take action. When you decide to take action about that thing, you've accepted and you've surrendered that that is your problem. You've surrendered that it is only you who can come up with a solution to make it better. Yeah? Which many of us are always very terrified. We are very scared of actually making it better for ourselves. We are always expecting an outer being or an outer source is going to come and rescue us. What we are doing here, we are doing self-love. We are doing situations where it is our responsibility to take that action. Yeah, we are going to take that action immediately by accepting it's our problem, and then we're going to remove ourselves. Remember, I talked about this. We're going to move ourselves out of that problem. So we're going to put the problem in front of us so that we can be able to look at the problem. We can be able to see the problem, and we can be able to judge, how am I going to be able to sort this problem out? Many of us are always scared of putting the problem in front of us so that we can see it like everybody else who is passing by can see it. Many of us are scared, and that's why we are always side by side with this problem. We are scared because we do not want, to surrender to this problem. We do not want to see how bad it is. Yeah, you can find that somebody is in a very difficult financial situation. Yeah, and they keep on ignoring this situation. Yeah, they keep on ignoring it, thinking that maybe it is going to go away. The question to you is, where is it going to go? Have you chosen somebody else so that that person, you can give them that problem so that you don't have the issue? You've not done that. So that means you've not surrendered to it in a way that you've not let it go. You've decided you're going to look at it and you're going to work at it. Look at the problem right in front of you, and now we're going to try and find solutions to it. It's never easy. Many a times, most of our problems are those kind of problems that we need time to solve. Yeah, most of the major problems, we cannot just click our fingers and they disappear. We have to form a strategy. We have to be patient with ourselves. We have to follow up. We have to be consistent. We have to have discipline. We have to accept that it is our own. Nobody is coming to rescue us apart from us. Then after we've accepted all that, and that's when we start tackling the problem. We go through the problem one at a time. Remember, I gave that example of this person who always has an issue. Every month it comes, they have a tenner deficit every month, and they find somebody to ask. They always find somebody to ask, and then this person that they normally ask, this person is normally an enabler. An enabler is somebody who will never make sure that you go above them. They will always make sure you're below them. You will never be in the same level with them. An enabler is those people who you go to when you're having a problem, and what they tend to do, they solve for you that problem. They don't solve the problem with you. they solve the problem for you. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you've come to me with a problem, let's say you are the tenner guy, you are running out of that tenner every month. Every month I'll give you the tenner. Every month I will just be giving you that tenner. Yeah. And the main reason why I'm giving you, I am your enabler, because I am not sitting down with you to ask you, okay, what about if you change the way you are dealing with this issue you have? Maybe you're not going to always come to me every month for you to be able to, for me to be able to give you this tenner. Yeah. An enabler will never sit down with you to give you that opportunity where you can actually think for yourself. And an enabler who doesn't want you to think for yourself. An enabler wants to think for you. Yeah. An enabler knows that the moment they sit down with you and give you an idea how you can conquer your problem, they know you will surpass them. Most enablers don't want you to surpass them. They want you to be below them. They don't even want you to be in the same level with them. An enabler are those people who, when they realize that you found a solution to your problem, they will leave you. Yeah, they will stop talking to you. They will ignore you. They will always have a reason of running away from you. Those are enabler. They are pissed off with you that you found a solution to that problem that they've always been nursing it for you and making sure that it is just in a place where they are the only people who can help you with. Yeah. So we've decided to take action immediately. So remember that if you cannot surrender, take action immediately. Speak up or do something to bring about the change in the situation. Because remember, it's only you who can make changes in your life. Yeah, nobody else, even that enabler, they cannot make a change in your life, and that's why they keep on giving you that amount of money so that you can continue going back to them. They cannot change that situation. It's only you who can change that situation. So you have to be very careful. You've decided to take action. I want you to start thinking of your life. You are the only person who has a script to that life. You are the only person who has a key to your life. Yeah, I want you to start thinking of yourself as the only person left in this world. So if you're the only person left in this world, that means you have to work hard to make your life better. You won't look for people to help you. No, you're going to be making your life better by yourself. That's what we are doing here today. Yeah, we are taking control. When you take control of your life, you surrender to all the issues you have and you start taking action. Yeah. If you are, maybe you do a lot of you're addicted to different types of things, let's say alcohol, you find a way of stopping, because at the end of the day, you are the only person who can make you stop. Yeah. And another thing I would advise you, if you decide to stop, if you're going through something like an addiction like that, don't just stop and don't replace it with something else. If you decide that you're going to stop, you've been drinking Monday to Friday, and then you decide I'm only going to drink once a week, make sure the other 6 days you have things that you are doing so that you do not just have an idle mind. Because if you just have an idle mind, you've not replaced this habit, you're going to find yourself going back to it, but now it's going to be full force. Yeah. So you have to remember that even though you are taking action, take action cautiously. Yeah. Another thing. Next one. Yeah. All bad habits start slowly and gradually. And before you know it, you have the habit. The habit has you. It's facts. Bad habits, by the way, bad habits are so easy to acquire. Bad habits don't take like a very long time for us to actually acquire them, or they don't take that long for us to follow them. Bad habits. Good habits, that's why you see you struggle every day to come and listen to me, because this is a good habit, because I'm giving you nuggets that can actually help you each and every day. You'll find a reason like, I can't be able to go and watch her. Maybe I'll try and catch up with her later. It's okay. But you have to remember this. Acquiring bad habits, we can acquire them like this. Yeah? I'll give you a good example. You have a group of people that you really like, they're your friends, and every Friday, Shere, they call you. Shere means partying. Yeah, every Friday without fail at around 2:30 or between 3:30 to 4:30, you will always have a call from them. And the question is, Shere, where are we going to? What's happening? Where are we drinking? What are we partying up on this weekend? Yeah, the weekend, your weekends are always fully booked because these people will call you without fail every Friday. Yes, I am going through the all bad habits. Yeah, start slowly and gradually, and before you know it, the habit has you. Yes, so every Friday these people, hey Shere, where are we going to? This way. So it is always planned. Yeah, you're either going to, they're going to get ready, they're going to come to you as you have a few shots, you go and get something to eat because you take care of yourself. You need to eat, you need to be good. When you're going out for Shere, you have to be spot on. Then you guys go out. Yeah, so you go out on Friday, you come back in the morning. Yeah, then on Saturday again, these people call you about 12ish. Yeah, and then you go and drink some more because you want to clear the drink you had yesterday. Yeah, you want to clear the hangover. So you were clearing the hangover with another drink. You clear hangover. By the time it gets to 6 o'clock, you're up again. You've sobered up and you guys are back to Sherehe. That's Saturday. Sunday, you wake up, by the way, around 3 or 4. And then they call you, oh, let's just go watch a game or two. You leave, you go watch a game. Yeah, so now this is your life. Yes, now we are going to be realistic here. It's not bad to go Shere, yeah, but now you've been doing it 4 weeks in a row. Yes, 4 weeks in a row. Your salary is still the same. Yeah, your bills are still the same. What has actually increased here is your spending during these 4 days in a month. Yeah, and you don't realize that until the end of the month when the money comes in and then you're short of it. Now, do you see there? Shere people, you call them. You'll be like, oh, by the way, so and so, is it possible for you this month? I'm short this amount of money. Is it possible for you to lend me this amount and then I can sort out my issues and then I get back to you? That is when you're going to realize that phone of yours can ring and there's no answer at the other end. Remember, you've already formed a habit with these people. 4 days, only 4 days. Yeah, no, four weekends, then they're going to be more than 4 days because it's Friday, Saturday, and a little bit of Sunday. So those are 2, 4, 8, 10. So let's just say in a month, you are going to be spending 12 days out of that month, Shere. And the other days of the month, that's when you're working, yeah? So what do you need to do so that you can actually start cutting down on your Sherehe to cover up your bills? Because your bills have to be paid. Fair enough, we can do Shere. But how are you going to be able to cut down? Because the month has gone and you've Shere and Shared, it's a habit. And now if nobody's calling you, you're starting to get worried. Why aren't they calling me? They're supposed to be calling me because it's Friday. Yeah. So what you need to start doing is we are going to make sure that this habit doesn't catch us. We are going to catch the habit before it does that to us. So we're going to be organizing with our friends. I can only do Shere 2 weekends. Yeah. Either the beginning of the month or the end of the month. So we can do beginning and the end and then maybe chill out this. Because the 2 weekends, I can't do these 2 weekends because these 2 weekends, I've found out I have this hobby. I am going to be utilizing this hobby. I'm going to utilize this hobby and see if I can earn something out of the hobby. You've already replaced your bad habit with a good habit. The good habit is you found out that you even have a hobby. Yeah. And apart from just you finding out you have a hobby, you've also found out that that hobby can actually earn you something. Yes. So you've replaced 2 weekends of your bad habits with good habits, which is your hobby. If those friends are really, really good, they will respect that. You may be having 15 friends. After you've made these changes, you are only going to be left with, pardon me guys, let me hang up this. You're going to only be left with, let's say 6 of them or 7. Yeah, remember there were 15. But when they start seeing these changes, you can only party twice, 2 weekends in a month. They're going to tone down themselves. And the main reason why you're only going to be left with 7 or 6 or even 5, yeah, it's because only these 4 or 5 ones are the only ones that are focused. Those other ones, those ones were passerbys. Yeah, because that's also what happens in our life. Not everybody is meant to live in our life 100%. Most of these people are passerbys. Yeah, so you will realize these are passerbys who've just now left. Now you are left with people who are focused. Now, this is going to be your inner circle. Now, you need to start working to your advantage, because everybody who's in our life, they have to be there with a purpose. Everybody who's in our life they're just there as a standby. You don't need that person in your life. We need to make sure everybody who's in our life. That's why sometimes it's good to only have 5 true friends or 2 good friends than having 100. You've made sure that habit has not taken over your life, and you've taken over the habit, yes? And with that, you're going to start realizing that your life changes. Sometimes maybe you've realized it's a hobby, but it's not making you any money. You can start working on yourself. Maybe that weekend you go to the gym 100%, or maybe you decide if you don't want to work on your body, you find another thing that you can do. Hiking, it can be free. You can hike, you can just go for a walk. You can do things that better you in a different way, where you form a good habit that you can continue with each and every day without looking behind and thinking of somebody. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, make sure you start forming habits in your life that are going to make your life better. That is a form of you taking control of your life. Many of us, we don't have control before other people are controlling us. We want to stop that. Next, when you complain, you make yourself a victim. Either remove yourself, change it, or accept completely. I really love this. Guys, I've just realized I don't have any water here. I have water. Let's read that again. When you complain, we are master of this. When you complain, you make yourself a victim. Either remove yourself or change it or accept it completely. Many of us, we have masters and doctorates of finding complaints. We know how to complain. Nothing pleases us. Even you can start complaining that this thing is not round enough. Yeah, this is a hair tie. You start complaining, this hair tie is not round enough. Who decided that it should be like this? It's not elastic enough. You find a complaint about every little things, and then most of those people who are masters of complaining, they find criticism on themselves. You will always complain about something. Either your eyes is not right, your eyebrows are not there like me, your forehead is as big as mine, your lips are like I don't know what. You always find something to complain about. Now we're going to change that, because we are taking control of our lives. How are we taking control of our lives? We have options. Option 1. We are complaining that this is not elastic enough. What can I do? I'll stop buying them. Yeah? That one means I've removed myself in this situation of these hair ties. Me stopping to buy them, I've removed myself in this situation. I don't want anything to do with these hair bands. Yeah? That is my option 1. Because I'm tired of complaining about them. They're not elastic enough. They're not wide enough. They're not thick enough. There's something wrong with them. Option 1. Stop buying the hairband. Yeah? Now think about this in your own life. What can you do to start removing, accepting completely, or take control of it? So that's option 1. I don't want anything. I stop buying this hairband. Option 2. Change it. How can I change it? I will, instead of me just finding a problem with it, I am also going to find a solution. Maybe they can use different material to increase the elasticity. That's English, full blown, yeah? They can use a different material to increase the elasticity. 2, maybe I can make it a little bit longer and it can be better, because this one, by the way, with people with locks, you understand these things, when they're small like this, they don't last. Yeah, so I've decided I'm going to change something about it so that it can suit me. Yes, that's another option. A last option, I'll just accept this thing the way it is, that I cannot make any difference. I cannot change it. And the only thing for me to live with is not to stop complaining about it. Yeah? That is what we do in our own life. we always find something that is not suitable for us. We hang on to it. Or maybe there is a person, a friend, a lover, a husband, a wife, a family member. That person is just pissing you off. Even when you look at them, they're just pissing you off. This person is always a pain, and you know it's just a pain in the yeah. And every time you try to say something, this person disputes this. What can you do? Yeah, you cannot know them. What you can do is always just remove yourself out of the area where the person is. That is option 1. Option 2, confront them and tell them, listen, yeah, I don't like the way you're talking to me. If you don't feel that whatever I'm saying is appropriate, you can either leave or you zip it, because the more you talk, you're offending me. You've approached it head on, yeah, with a big forehead like man. You've approached it head on to sort out the issue, yeah. Another one, the last one, is just accept that that person is going to always be a pain. That person is going to always be frustrating. But now, what are you doing with yourself? How are you gaining with this person who's always that? You've accepted them the way they are. The fact that you've accepted somebody doesn't mean that you have to always have that person in your vicinity. The fact that you've accepted that this is your family member doesn't mean that you always have to love them like this. You can love them with like the way COVID was around and we used to have like the distance. Yeah, you can have an arm's length distance and they can be there and you can love them from afar. It's okay. Yeah, but because remember what we are doing here, we are making our life better, and we are going to make sure we prune. We are going to make sure we are removing the weeds out of our life so that we can continue enjoying our life in peace, right? It is not the overall situation that you need to accept when you surrender, but just the tiny segment called now. We struggle with this in generally everybody struggles with it. Where when we've accepted the situation, we're going to go with this band because that's what I've found, so that I can give you example. We've already found the bad thing about these bands, yeah? We know we still need this band because we need to tie our hair to look so pretty, because we want to look pretty. Yeah? So the overall situation here is to look pretty. And the only way we can look pretty is to use this band. We already can't stand this band because this band doesn't have enough elasticity. Yeah? We cannot making any change. But now, this is the overall. The overall situation, we have to look beautiful. That's the overall situation. When we've surrendered and accepted, there's nothing much we can do with this band. Our other option is stop buying this band and we go and buy a suitable band that is still going to make us beautiful. Yeah, so that means we fully surrendered and we've accepted the now at the moment is to look beautiful. That is all we need to do. That's the now. The now is we need to look beautiful. This is not working. We get rid of it. Get the one that is working. Hold your hair up or just low, but look beautiful, because that is the now. The now is to look beautiful. Many of us forget our now because we are concentrating so much of our past. That's our then, our before. Yeah, we don't know about our then future. Yeah, that one is still not important. We are here now. This is the time where you should be concentrating 100%. Get out of that before. There is nothing you can do about that. That has gone. That's why God didn't give us eyes at the back of our head, because he didn't want us to keep on looking behind. He wanted us to be able to look at us at this situation and also be able to see the future we have ahead of us. But at the moment, we are going to concentrate on the now. As your day go by today, I want you to just think, what is my now? Yeah, ask yourself that question. What is my now? When you find your now, work on it 100%. Inner resistance can cut you off from other people, from yourself, from the world around you. Inner resistance is the most painful thing in the world. You have this loved one, this person you care so much about, but this person is in a very abusive relationship. Yeah, this person in a very abusive relationship. You try and guide them, you try and remove them, because every time they're in problems, you remove them, yeah, out of that situation they are, to make them better. But because they're resisting, yeah, according to them, they keep on praying, yeah. They keep on praying. They keep on praying because they believe the more they pray about their issue, it is going to be sorted out. They think that the prayer that they are praying is to change the abuser so that the abuser can become a better person. The abuser is not changing. Now you're the one who's outside, yes? You are now holding on to this person and you keep on telling them, please come out, please come out, please come out, please come out. You've put it on your head. You've made it a mission that you're going to change this person. Because also you are inner resistant. Yeah, is working so hard. But you don't realize your inner resistance is not the surrender for you to accept you cannot change everybody in your vicinity. You can give them the support they need, but you cannot make them change to who you want them to be. Somebody in an abusive relationship, what you can do is support them as much as possible so that they don't kaput out of this world. That's the best you can do. Until this person finds it within themselves and stop fighting the resisting this help that you're giving them, until they work on themselves, they will always stay in that situation. And there's nothing, my sweetheart, you can do about it. So think about it this way. That person, yes, is in a very abusive situation. You've tried your best to talk to them. You've tried to move them out of that situation. They go back to the abuser. They always go back. Stop killing yourself. Yeah? Those people also, you can love them from afar. Those people, you can support them by emotionally being there for them. You do not have to hold on a grudge and thinking that I will lift them from here and put them here. You are not going to do. So always think this every time when you are in that kind of situation where you feel that I have to help as much as possible. You cannot. You can only do your best. And if your best is not needed, just step back a bit and accept that your best is only good for you, not for everybody. Yeah? Get out of your inner resistance, because your inner resistance sometimes as well can make people be a bit wary about you. It can also make people feel like she's really forceful with words. Personally, I used to be those people who will rush and help anybody whenever they need me. Then as you become older and you become wiser, you realize you cannot help everybody. Not everybody is Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was an individual being, and that is what they were meant to do in this world. That was their purpose. Then I found my purpose. Yes, I can help you. I can help you a lot with my prayers. I can pray for you, my lovely. Yeah. I don't have to really be physically there with you every time for you to understand how much support I'm giving you. Yeah. So I started fighting my inner resistance. And I told my inner resistance, you know something? I will still love that person, but I will love them from afar. Yeah. Definitely a few people are feeling like they're feeling offended because now you've decided to work on yourself and now you're giving them that desire. Because you know, when you are around too much negativity, you start thinking like that negativity. Yeah. But when you start removing yourself out of this negativity, only a few people are going to surround yourself. They're going to surround themselves with you. Because positivity in this world is really tiny. The negativity is humongous. So you find a lot of people, because they're full of negativity, they look down on those people who are so positive. So you need to find it within yourself. Your inner resistance has to work out. Yeah? And ask yourself, am I really needed there? I'm not needed there. Move away from there. Yeah? Don't stay there thinking that you're so needed, but you're not needed. You're wasting a lot of your time. That means the moment you insert yourself in another person's situation, that means your own situation has taken a setback. Yeah? So be careful in regards to what or who you want to put around you, in regards to cutting off people when you are dealing with your inner resistance. Yeah? It's okay to have an inner resistance, but the question is, why are you having an inner resistance? How is it helping you as a person? If it's not helping you, you don't need it, my lovely. It strengthens the feelings of separation on which the ego depends on for its survival. So with these are habits and the change. That's so it's the change, yeah, strengthens the feelings of separateness, or on which the ego depends on its survival. All of us have egos. Yeah, some of us know how to deal with our egos. Many of us don't know how to deal with our egos, and that's why we are always fighting with other people. We are fighting with other people because when you decide to make a change in your life, remember you're making a change for you. You're not making a change for others. Others will adjust with the changes you've made in your life. Yeah. But the moment, yeah, you start making those changes in your life, the good people who understand that you are actually dealing with your own self, yeah, will find strength within themselves to come and support you. Yeah. It strengthens the feeling of separateness, because this is another thing. They always say, even, is it Asake or Asaki sang? It's very lonely up here. Yeah. And it's a fact. The higher you become in society or in your life, the lonelier it becomes. And the main reason you become lonely, yeah, but you have to remember, you can be alone, but you're not lonely. You choose to be lonely. Because if you work on yourself and you have that strength to lift yourself up and you're up there, you will never feel lonely. Even though he sings that it's always very lonely up here, you need to think for yourself and look in deep within yourself. You need to have that strength and that feeling that you are okay to be alone, because you have you to make you not feel lonely. Yeah. It strengthens the feeling of separateness, on which the ego depends on for its survival. Yeah. Many of us, we struggle about we have too much strength, yes, to deal with being alone, yes, to an extent that when people start living our life one by one, we want to fight these people. Why are you living? Why? You can't leave me. Or the person stopped talking to you for a day. You constantly calling them. Let them be. Not everybody is meant to be in your survival journey. Not everybody is meant to be in this strength that you've acquired to work on yourself. Not everybody is meant to be there. So, as you go your day, think about it. Am I going to continue dragging myself with people who don't understand my vision? Or am I going to be scared that I'm going to be too lonely, that I'll desperately need these people to be there? The choice is yours. Personally, I prefer to being alone, yes, rather than being with 1,000 people or 500 people, and I'm so lonely, and yet I'm with all those people. Yeah. I've mastered myself. I know what I can do to make myself happy. I know what I can do to enjoy myself to the max. I know what I can do not to get in a state where I feel I am lonely. Last but not least, let's see the time. Oh, where is the time? We have 5 minutes. This is spot on. So I'm going to leave you with this last one. Surrender will move you closer to people. Through surrender, you will accept what is, and that means accepting people as they are. You won't judge, you won't criticize, you won't reject, you won't label or attempt to change people. I'll just read it again. Surrender will move you closer to people Surrender will move you closer to people. Through surrender, you will accept what is, and that means accepting people as they are. You know, when you've surrendered to your change, you've surrendered to better your own life, you're going, because you have so much self-love, yeah? You will start realizing there are those people who you need to be around you. Yeah. So surrender will move you closer to these people who understand you the way you want to be understood. Yes. Through surrender, you will accept what is, and that means accepting people as they are. I love putting on weird color of lipsticks, and I love color. Because it's your perception how you look at me. Some of you are going to look at me and say, ah, she likes being the center of attention because she likes those bright colors. No, the bright colors make me happy. That's my perception about my bright colors. They make me happy. According to you, your perception is my bright colors is for me to seek attention. Yeah, you realize these are two different perceptions of two different people. You are looking at it on this other side and saying it's an attention seeking thing, and me, I'm looking at this other end. I am seeing it as it is something that is making me happy. Remember, the surrender I've decided to take control of my life is supposed to move me closer to people. That my surrender is not going to move me closer to you because you are my negative. Yeah, your thought process about what I have or what I am putting in my body or how I appear is my negativity. So it's not going to, my surrender is not going to move you closer to, it's not going to move me closer to you. It's going to move me away from you. But the person who's accepted me from who I am, very dark lady, liking bright colors, and she's always happy. That person, my surrender is going to move me towards that person because that person, one, is not judging me. They've accepted me for who I am. And because they've accepted me for who I am, that feeling is going to be mutual. I am not going to be judging them. I will just accept them the way they are because at the end of the day, that person, the way they've decided to love themselves, to control their life is out of my control because I have my own life to look at, to deal with. When you've taken control of your life, you will stop criticizing people. Why would you stop criticizing people? Because you don't have time to criticize them. You are busy taking control of your own life. When you've taken control of your life, you will know when to reject negativity and accept positivity. That's what I was just talking about in regards to my lipstick and my colors. You will stop labeling people. Because at the end of the day, how does labeling another person benefit you in your life? It doesn't. Yeah, so you will realize there are those small things: judging, accepting people they are the way they are, criticizing, looking down on people. You'll realize these are virtues that you need to get rid of. These are things that don't really matter to you in life. They are things that are going to make you feel low. They're not going to add anything in your life. Yeah. So that means you've already surrendered that. And the positive and good people are going to be attracted to you. And the moment that happens, your life is going to be fulfilled and you're going to start doing this. You're going to go to greater heights each and every time. You wouldn't struggle be trying to get people's attention or pulling them. They will automatically be attracted to you. I think that's enough for today. So what I've just talked about is about the habits. We're still talking about the habits. And these habits I talk about, part of this is about surrender and accepting that being lonely is okay. Yeah, that's our 40 minutes gone. Yes. Again, I would just want to say thank you very much for everybody who's making the effort and coming to watch. I will move it to YouTube if it is not on TikTok or it's not on Facebook anymore. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's it didn't work today with YouTube, but that didn't stop us. That's how life is. Sometimes you try something, it doesn't work out. Today I surrendered to it and I've left it because I could not make that change. Yeah. Remember when we spoke about that change, the habit that we've taken upon. Yeah. So let's leave you with one beautiful thing. Now, this is not even, I like Habakkuk too. Yeah, you go read it and then we're going to talk about it tomorrow. But today I'm going to leave you with this. Somebody will always find something wrong with you to talk about. Somebody will always finding something wrong. Somebody will always find something wrong with you to talk about. Yeah, Tafakari. Think about it. Yes, just think about this. It's really big, isn't it? Somebody will always find something wrong with you to talk about. That is what I'm leaving you with today. We'll meet again here tomorrow, either around morning before it gets afternoon. I've made an effort. It's it's 2 minutes to 1 here. So anyway, remember that saying. I need you to go and think about it in deep words, yeah? While you're thinking about it, also think about the habit that you've made changes with, the surrender that you've decided to take, yeah? We are going to try and make sure this month of October, we are going to take control of our lives. The book that we are reading is Atomic Habit by James Clear. I hope I'll see you again soon. Take care of yourself. Thank you those people who joined from TikTok, and thank you for you guys who are supporting us on Facebook. Yeah? Our videos in my little sweethearts. I love you guys so much, but as usual, you know God loves you more. I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. See you guys later.